Hello everyone, in today's video we will be looking at some Ultra League battles. So I used this team in the Ultra League and it was my best Ultra League team. So here we have Shadow Typhlosion on the lead doing a lot of incinerate damage and spamming thunder punches. Then I am using Feraligatr as a safe switch and Clefable in the back to close out games for us. So here we have Typhlosion versus Malamar. Here I will go for the blast one. Opponent decided to double shield, so I switched out into my Clefable. This is a bad switch. I should have come in with my Feraligatr. And here opponent is hard countering us with his Tentacruel, so I will go for these Swifts, hoping that this will do some chip damage. Opponent goes for a charge move. I won't shield this charge move because this is a misplay and I cannot shield and make things worse for me. So I will come in with my Typhlosion. I will go for the Thunder Punch, but opponent got to its charge move before. So I have to shield this charge move because Feraligatr won't take down Tentacruel that easy. Not before Tentacruel does it a lot of poison jab damage. So I will go for the Thunder Punch here against Tentacruel, and opponent has a Cobalion in the back, which is fine for our Feraligatr because Shadow Claws will add up and Hydro Cannon will also add up. So opponent goes for the charge move, and also at some point I will try to catch a charge move on my Clefable. I will go for the first Hydro Cannon, and I think I can survive one Sacred Sword. Yeah, I can survive and I can get to this Hydro Cannon and win this game. GG's to my opponent. Into the next match, we have an amazing lead, Shadow Typhlosion versus Virizion. Opponent comes in with his Drapion. Drapion has access to Aqua Tail, which will do some super effective damage, but opponent is going for Crunch for some reason. I will throw this Thunder Punch to do some chip damage, and then I will switch out into my Feraligatr, and then I will go for Hydro Cannon. Here I can no shield this charge move from Feraligatr, from Drapion, and then I can go for this Hydro Cannon. Opponent will also no shield because he wants to get some energy advantage from my Feraligatr, but this is not a good idea because I can throw Ice Beam and it will do a lot of damage. I think opponent decided to... I threw my charge move too early and opponent decided not to shield. Still he threw his energy, which is very good for me. I can no shield this charge move. I was expecting Leaf Blade, Sacred Sword, Virizion, and it was that Virizion. So opponent has Feraligatr in the back, so I will come in with my Clefable. This is not a good matchup for my Clefable, but I can't let Feraligatr take down my Typhlosion, so I have to come in with my Clefable. I will go for the Swift Bait, and then I will hope that opponent shields and I can get to Moonblast. So I will throw this Moonblast against Virizion, and I have a Thunder Punch loaded again for the Feraligatr. So okay, I don't have it loaded, so I caught the charge move and now I can get to my Moonblast and win the game. So GG's to my opponent. Still worked out. Into the next match, we have another amazing lead, Typhlosion into Clefable. I won't shield this charge move. It is going to be a Swift and it won't do a lot of damage. I will go for the Thunder Punch bait here, trying to get a shield, and opponent decided to shield, which is amazing for me. So here I can also no shield this charge move, and it also did not do a lot of damage. I will go for the blast one against Greedent, and then I will switch out into my Clefable here. Clefable can take a little bit of damage, so because it is Excel, so I will go for the Moonblast, and opponent decided not to shield, which is amazing for us. Opponent comes in with his Clefable and it has Meteor Mash. Opponent has shown it to us, so I will decide to shield here. Opponent decided not to throw Meteor Mash. I will go for the Moonblast, and that would have knocked out Clefable, and opponent decided to shield. So I will come in with my Typhlosion. I was not aware that Clefable had the charge move, so I had to use my second shield. Now I can come in with my Feraligatr. Okay, I will come in with my Clefable, and then I will go for the Moonblast, and then I can come in with my Feraligatr and go for Hydro Cannon and win this game. Opponent goes for the Stone Edge, which is a good play by him. Stone Edge does neutral damage, and then I can go in with my Feraligatr and win this game. GG's to my opponent. horrible lead. Into the next match, we have Typhlosion versus Swampert. So I will switch out into my Alligator, and opponent is throwing its charge move, which is Hydro Cannon. I decided not to shield, and opponent comes in with his Wheezing, Galarian Wheezing. So I will go for the Hydro Cannons here. Opponent goes for the Brutal Swing. We don't have to respect that damage. I will go for another Hydro Cannon, and opponent decided, okay, I was throwing my first Hydro Cannon. Okay, so I will shield here, and now I can go for this Hydro Cannon. This will either give me final shield or it will knock out Wheezing. Opponent decided to use his final shield. Now I can come in with my Typhlosion and completely farm down this Wheezing. I won't shield any charge move because any charge move from Wheezing won't do a lot of damage. And opponent comes in with his Swampert, and he has his horse in the back. What is this horse name? Rapidash. Yeah, Galarian Rapidash. So opponent goes for the charge move. It's a wild charge, and I decided not to shield, and here I will also not shield. Hopefully my charge move got, I tapped on my charge move. I thought that it won't register, but it did. Here I will use my Typhlosion to knock out this Swampert. I have shield advantage, so I will shield. My Blast Burn is ready, and I win CMP, so I won this game. GG's to my opponent. Okay, I decided to throw Thunder Punch as a meme, so GG's to my opponent. Well played. Into the next match, we have a neutral matchup, Typhlosion versus Gliscor. So here I will go for Blast One, but opponent tried to catch Blast One on his Tapu Fini, so I will go for back-to-back Thunder Punches here, and I think I will go for the farm down. I should switch out. Okay, I will switch out because opponent decided to shield. I will go for the Hydro Cannon. Even though it is resisted, it will still add up to the point where I can like Shadow Claw down Tapu Fini. I will decide not to shield, and opponent has Cobalion in the back. I will go for the Hydro Cannon, and this will do nice chip damage so that I can come in with my Typhlosion and throw some Incinerates. So here I will go for another Hydro Cannon. Opponent decided to shield. I won't shield, and then I will come in with my Typhlosion, and let's see what happens next. So okay, I've decided to come in with my Clefable. It's still fine because like Stone Edge will hurt, but we can easily survive. We don't have to give any shield to opponent. We still don't have to give any shield. So opponent comes in with his Gliscor. I will shield this charge move. It can be an Earthquake, but it ends up being a Night/Bait, which is not good for us. I will go for the Moonblast, and then I will switch out into my Typhlosion, incinerate down everything, and win the game. GG's to my opponent. Amazing lead. In the next match, we have Typhlosion versus Venusaur. Opponent comes in with his Skeletor, so we will continue hard countering him. I will come in with my Feraligatr. I decided to shield Shadow Ball because it does a lot of damage, and at that point maybe Skeletor like could have gotten the switch. Maybe. Okay, here opponent comes in with his Venusaur, and I decided to throw Crunch. Opponent decided to shield. What? Anyways, opponent goes for the Frenzy Plant. I decided not to shield, and he has a Swampert in the bag. Now Swampert can really hurt us because it is very spammy Hydro Cannons. Okay, I decided to shield that very important Sludge Wave that would have made me lose this game. So here I will go for the Moonblast, and I think opponent decided not to shield, which is opponent does not have any shield. Nice. Now you can throw any amount. You can throw Sludge Wave, and it does not matter because now Typhlosion will close out the game for me. I will go for first Blast One, boom, Venusaur, and then second Blast One, boom, Swampert. GG's to my opponent. Into the next match, we have Typhlosion versus Star You or Star Me. I think it is Star Me. I will go for Thunder Punches here. It has access to Psy Wave and some good charge moves as well. So opponent decided to catch next charge move on his Kingdra. So I decided to come in with my Clefable here because we resist Dragon Breath damage, and for Dragon type Pokemon which has Dragon Breath, that is the main source of their damage. So opponent comes in with a Starmie here. It is Starmie, right? Yeah, Starmie. So here I can go for back-to-back Swifts to do chip damage, and okay, next Swift will knock out this Starmie. Opponent decided to let his Starmie go down. Opponent has Walden in the back. I tried to get to Moonblast and we got to it. I will throw Moonblast, and at this point I can come in with my Fire Alligator and win this game pretty easily. GG's to my opponent. Into the next match we have Skeledurge, Typhlosion versus Skeledurge. I like this matchup because my Typhlosion has the upper hand in this matchup, because I can shield Shadow Ball and I can spam my Thunder Punches I can spam my Thunder Punches rapidly. I will go for another Thunder Punch. Also, I win CMP tie, which is another like bonus point for Typhlosion. I will farm down this Skeledurge. I think I will use my final shield, and then I will throw back-to-back blast ones to get shields out of my opponent. I will go for the Thunder Punch wait here, and opponent decided not to shield, which is definitely not good for me. I will no shield. I don't have any shield. I will come in with my Clefable here, and I will go for Swift. Opponent has Fire Alligator in the back, and I guess at this point this match is over for me. Unless I make any unless opponent make a mistake or I make a good play. So let's see. I will go for the Crunch, and I think opponent has Ice Beam, Hydro Cannon for Alligator, so it is good for me. Hydro Cannons are resisted, and now opponent comes in with his this Pokemon. What is its name? It appeared for a little bit. You can see. Okay, let's talk about play. So here I will survive this charge move, and then I will go for the Swift, and then let's see if we can farm down that Fire Alligator to win this game. I think. Okay, I got to our last second Swift and we won the game. GG's to my opponent. Well, these are all the battles that I have to show to you. So thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.